Hey guys, I'm super excited to talk to you today about Mortal Kombat. Okay, if you saw my trailer reaction, you know I have been really excited for this movie. Mortal Kombat is one of my favorite game series. It's just an absolute blast. I'm not good at it, but I have so much fun playing it. And I think I'm not alone in that. I'm pretty sure almost everyone has played Mortal Kombat at some point in their life, whether they're just at a friend's house and the friend's like, hey, come on, play Mortal Kombat with me. I mean, that's how it started for me way back when, and I know I'm not alone in that. So I'm excited to give you my spoiler-free review for Mortal Kombat, which hits theaters and HBO Max the same day, April 23rd, tomorrow. Let's talk about it. But before we do, I'd love it if you take 1 second, hit that subscribe button. Hey, Tessa from Mama's Geeky here. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. Okay guys, now Mortal Kombat is rated R for a reason. If you have played this game, then you know it is filled with blood and gore and insane finishing moves. I mean, some of the most incredibly disgusting things that you see on the screen when you're playing the game. And this movie did not shy away from that. There's things that people that love the video games are gonna see on the screen. There's a lot of nods to the game. And this movie itself really knows what it is. It is taking a video game and making it into a movie, and they don't tiptoe around that, which is what I really love about it. They fully embrace this R rating, and you get blood and gore, and I mean, there were so many moments where I was watching it and I would go, oh no, they did not, or oh, they're gonna do it. And listen, I mean, if you saw the trailer, you know there's even that moment where Kano's like, Kano wins, and he's like, they embrace that all throughout the movie, which is just absolutely fantastic. And I don't want to say, I mean, I guess it doesn't take itself too seriously is the good way to put it, right? There is a plot. It is a decent enough plot. It's intriguing enough. It propels forward, and you get all sorts of fight scenes, crazy fight scenes in the mix. It's a little bit realistic. I mean, if you saw that first 7 minutes that WB released, you know, when Sub-Zero is using his powers at one point, he's got blood in his hands, you know, it's stuff like that, which is really cool, and I really enjoy that. The story from the beginning, you know, like I said, if you saw that first 7 minutes, you know how it starts, and you're like, all right, this is where it's going to go, and it doesn't try to really hide where it's going, you know. I don't want to say it's predictable. It's a little bit, I mean, it's definitely predictable, but it's not like they're trying to make it a big complicated movie with insane plot twists. They're not doing that. They're like, this is what we are. Here you go. Here's a lot of awesome bloody fight scenes in the mix. You know, we're not giving you any major surprises. Although I will say the last 20 minutes of this movie, probably the last 20 to 30 minutes, were my favorite. I was like beaming the whole time. I couldn't believe what was going on. I screamed. I was cheering. I mean, it was incredible. And now I will say about all of the characters that we do see, they look pretty good. I mean, Molina is really awesome. She's one of my favorites to play when I play the video game. So I was really excited to see her as a part of this adaptation, and she looks fantastic. Now, Kano is the humor, the fun, the light of this movie. He's so good. Every single word out of his mouth had me cracking up. There were moments I was laughing so hard. I had tears in my eyes. I adore Kano. I think he's perfect in this. I love his role that he plays, and I don't want to say too much, but he's great. I mean, honestly, everybody in this is fantastic. I think the actors they chose really do a great job of portraying the characters from the games. Now, speaking of the characters, there are a few characters who were missing, okay? Who were unseen, that were it was a little disappointing as a fan of the game, you know? My husband and I were watching going, well, when's so-and-so gonna show up? When's so-and-so gonna show up? And that being said, they do set this up for a sequel, which fingers crossed we will get, and I think we will. I mean, listen, I need another R-rated Mortal Kombat. This was amazing. There was just so many moments of this that I thought were absolutely fantastic. So if we do get that sequel, I think we will see some of those characters, at least one of those characters that we didn't get to see in this one. And I don't want to say who. I don't want to ruin anything. But I'm really looking forward to that, and hopefully we do get that in the future. Now, there were a lot of characters from the game in this, right? Lots of characters, and some would be quick appearances, and some would be in here longer, of course. And There was a couple that I was a little bummed, felt a little underused just because I enjoy them in the game. And I was like, oh man, I wanted more of that person. But seriously, overall, this is so much fun. And the story itself is really, really good. I love this character of Cole, and I didn't think I would. I was a little nervous, honestly, but I really, really enjoy that. And I'm really looking forward to seeing where this franchise could go. I mean, I've heard rumors that they have up to like 4 more or something, making it a total of 5. And I am here for it. I will watch them all if they are this bloody and gory. If you know me, I love me some blood and gore when used right in a movie, and Mortal Kombat does it. They are R-rated for a reason. This is so much fun. Now, there is a lot of CGI, and I have to admit, I mean, after seeing the trailer, I was like, ooh, some of it doesn't look so great. Like Kano's eye laser, it still doesn't look that great in the movie. But there's a lot of it that does work and does look really, really good. So, you know, that's a wash. Like, right? Sometimes you're like, the CGI, you're like, ooh, that was not great. But then you get some CGI that's absolutely incredible, and you're like, all right, I forgive you. I forgive you. So the CGI is kind of a miss here and there, and the story is nothing like super complicated. Like I said, the story is more there to propel this film forward and include massive fight scenes along the way. That's really what it's there for. But it knows that. I think it doesn't try to overcomplicate it. It doesn't try to convolute it. It's just like, here you go. This is kind of the story so that we can give you all these amazing fight scenes. So you have to take it for what it is. If you go into this as a Mortal Kombat fan and you're looking for an incredible adaptation of one of your favorite video games that does a great job with the blood and the gore and the violence and the fight scenes and the finishing moves and all that stuff, then you are going to be pretty happy. Like I said, there's a few missing characters, but hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see them in the future. But really, overall, as a fan of the games, you are going to be happy. If you go into this not knowing that much about the game, you are still probably going to have a good time. I mean, this is one of those movies that is just fun. It's just so much fun to watch from beginning to end. It's enjoyable, but you know, there are definitely some things that don't hold up, aren't as great. So I am going to give Mortal Kombat a 3.5 out of 5. Still totally worth watching. And honestly, guys, if you have a theater near you that is open and you feel safe going there, I highly recommend you do. I think this is something that begs to be seen on the big screen. It's awesome. It's crazy. It's bloody. It's gory. It's funny. And it's just an all-around good time, especially if you're a Mortal Kombat fan. You guys let me know what you think down below in the comments. If by the time you get to this review, you've already seen the movie, let me know your thoughts. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. You can follow me over on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at Mama's Geeky over there, MAMASGEEKY, as well as Real Tessa Smith. So be sure to check me out over on Twitter and Instagram. I also now have a second channel, Tessa's Geeky, aka Mama's Geeky Plus, where I will be sharing some content that just doesn't fit on this channel. So be sure to subscribe over there as well. Thanks for taking the time to watch this, guys, and I will see you next time. A huge thank you to all of my monetary supporters, those of you who have become YouTube members as well as patrons. Now, if you want to see your name here in the credits, consider joining one or the other. Guess what? You also get a special face-to-face Zoom meeting with yours truly and the rest of the gang. We have an absolute blast once a month, so consider becoming a member. Thanks, guys.